She, settle in now. Welcome to the medieval brutal winters. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Let your breath melt gently into stillness. The night welcomes you, and the world can wait. Close your eyes, if you haven't already. Let the flicker of firelight dance behind your eyelids as I take you back. Back to a time before electric light, before warm radiators and central heating. To the hush of the medieval world, where winter meant silence, snow, and survival. The year might be 1352 or 1217 or 900. It hardly matters now. Because where we're going, time is not marked by clocks, but by candle stubs. You're standing at the edge of a small village. A dusting of snow settles on the thatched rooftops, soft and delicate, like powdered sugar. The sky is a pale silver, hinting at a long, cold night ahead. You step forward, boots crunching gently on frozen ground end. In the medieval world, winter was not just a season. It was a test of endurance, of preparation, and of spirit. When the leaves fell and the harvest ended, the land grew still, and the people braced themselves. The wind carried a message quiet, persistent through every village and castle and croft. Survive. The first signs of winter came with a bite in the morning air, a frost on the hayloft ladder. For the common folk, these were signals to act quickly. Food had to be stored. Animals brought in wood, gathered in great, splintering armfuls. The medieval home, whether it be a peasant-s cottage or a baron-s hall, was built to keep the cold out. But not always successfully. But they also trapped dampness. Thatched roofs held snow as easily as they shed it. Floors were often nothing more than hardened earth, scattered with straw and herbs to mask the smell and soften each step. In the corner of one cottage, an old woman tends the hearth. She stirs the embers slowly, coaxing out warmth for the family sleeping nearby. A cat curls near her feet, purring faintly. Candles were precious made from tallow or beeswax and used sparingly. The hours after sunset were long and dark, so people huddled together. Children slept close to their parents. Sometimes, even livestock shared the living space, their body heat a welcome addition. But warmth was only one part of the struggle. Let's talk about food. In a good year, villages harvested enough grain, vegetables, and salted meat to last until spring. Turnips and cabbages from root cellars. Dried apples, beans, nuts. But winters could be cruel, and the margins thin. If autumn rains spoiled the crops, or if the summer had been dry, food became scarce. And when the food ran low, so too did strength. Hunger was not uncommon, nor was illness. This was the time of the hungry gap. Those long weeks between the last stored foods of winter and the first fresh growth of spring. Stomachs growled. Bellies shrank. People got by on thin pottage watery soups, made from whatever could be found or foraged. Snow buried the fields. Rivers froze. The sun, when it came, offered little more than light. And through it all, people carried on. They spun wool by the hearth. They mended shoes. They prayed, and they waited. There is something deeply humbling in knowing how the people of the Middle Ages faced each winter. Not with certainty, but with resilience. Their lives, though harsh, were rooted in rhythms, planting, harvesting. Let's walk now to the edge of a forest, where a man and his son are collecting firewood. Their breath rises in clouds. The boy's fingers are red from cold, but he doesn't complain. His father hums a tune softly, something passed down from winters long ago. It keeps their spirits lifted. They know that fire is life, and so they keep gathering stick after stick, limb after limb until their sled is full. Back in the village, the bells of the church echo through the crisp air. It is nearly dusk. The innkeeper lights the lanterns in the hall. Travelers gather inside, stamping snow from their boots. Ale is poured. Stories are told. For a moment, the cold is forgotten. But outside, the snow continues to fall. Soft, relentless. Let your body feel the stillness of a medieval winter. The kind of stillness that only snow can bring, where the world hushes itself, and time stretches long and slow. You are safe, warm, and drifting deeper now. Let the candlelight flicker softly in your mind. Let the ancient winds whistle faintly through the trees of memory, and as the stars rise over frozen fields, we'll continue our journey.